Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most powerful tools out there for anyone in project management or business analysis, and that is the Requirements Workshop. We're going to break down exactly how you can plan, facilitate, and finish a session that literally turns confusion into clear, concrete action. So, let's get right into it. You know the feeling, right? You've been there. You're sitting in a meeting, it feels like the wheels are just spinning, and you walk out with way more questions than you had walking in. When projects don't have that clear, shared vision from the get-go, well, they're kind of set up to fail. But what if there was a better way? A structured way to fix all that? Well, here it is. The solution is the Requirements Workshop. And let me be clear, this is not just another meeting. Nope, it's a focused, high-energy session that's designed for one thing and one thing only: collaboration. It's about getting all the key players in the same room at the same time to build a real consensus and a shared understanding of what actually needs to get done. Now, a fantastic workshop doesn't just happen on its own. It's always the result of really careful planning. Seriously, think of this part as creating the blueprint for your success. Getting the prep work right is like 80% of the battle. A really solid agenda is the backbone for the entire session. You've got to start with the why. What are the objectives? Then you ground everyone in the current reality before you even start dreaming about the future. And you always end by summarizing what you accomplished and setting out clear next steps. This structure, it keeps everyone laser-focused and on track. Look, your workshop is only ever going to be as good as the people you invite. You need that perfect mix of authority, deep expertise, and real-world hands-on experience. Having the project sponsor just pop in for a few minutes can send a super powerful message. And whatever you do, don't forget the end users. They're the ones who have to live with the final solution, and their perspective is absolutely priceless. Okay, this might sound super basic, but trust me, this is a total pro move. Getting there early just eliminates so much stress. You can make sure the projector works, the video call is stable, and the room is set up for collaboration, not a boring lecture. When your team walks in, you want them to feel like, wow, this is organized. My time is going to be respected here. So, your blueprint is solid, the room is ready, it's showtime. Now we shift from planning to actually doing it, facilitation. And this, my friends, is truly an art. It's all about guiding the conversation, managing all these different personalities, and keeping the energy up, all while making sure you actually hit your goals. This chart just perfectly shows the facilitator's juggling act. You're constantly shifting between these three things. Your part guide, making sure the discussion is productive. Your part scribe, making sure every important idea gets captured. And your part timekeeper, keeping the whole group on schedule. It's a really dynamic role that needs your full attention. In pretty much every workshop, you're going to have these two types of people. The real key is managing them so that everyone gets a chance to contribute. For that dominant speaker, something simple like, "That's a great point, thank you. Now I'd love to hear from someone else on this," works like a charm. And for your quiet contributor, a direct question like, "Sarah, from your perspective on the front lines, what do you think we're missing here?" can unlock some of the most valuable insights of the day. Beyond just managing personalities, you have to manage the clock, and this is non-negotiable. Respecting people's time is everything. You know what kills the energy of a workshop faster than anything? Letting it run late. Your best friend here is the parking lot. You know, just a space on a whiteboard for great ideas that are a little off topic. You validate the idea, you park it, and you promise to come back to it later. It works every time. Okay, you've had some great discussions. The energy was amazing. But the job's not over yet. How you end the workshop is just as important as how you start it. This is where you take all that great conversation and turn it into actual, tangible outcomes. A strong closing gives everyone clarity and momentum. You recap what was decided, which makes the group feel accomplished. You assign clear action items, so there's no confusion about who is doing what and by when. You tell them what your next steps are. And finally, a sincere thank you just reinforces that collaborative spirit and makes people feel truly valued. And here it is, the big payoff. For the team, all that ambiguity is gone. They walk out with a clear scope, they're all on the same page. And for the business analyst, you walk away with a treasure trove of material. We're talking process diagrams, prioritized problems, and even some initial user stories that will form the very foundation of your requirements document. You start with a fuzzy problem and a group of people with different perspectives, and through this structured process, you come out the other side with clarity, with alignment, and with a concrete plan to move forward. That right there is the true power of doing this right. So, as you look at your own projects, I'll leave you with this question. Armed with this blueprint, you now have the power to make your next big meeting the actual catalyst for your project's success. The choice, really, is yours. You can read more about this and a lot more besides in The Essential Business Analyst, Mastering Business Analysis in the AI Age. You'll find a link in the description. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, it would be awesome if you hit that like button and subscribe for more.